Hi, people of God, Safeguarding Officer Jeff, Mam Samaria Mwema. There's a lot of people that have tagged me about this video of this medical practitioner from the United States of America, anaitwa James Opande. He definitely undressed a woman that was intoxicated, alikuwa amelewa, and this video has gone viral, not only in Kenya, but in the US. I think James Opande, by the time you land in the USA, you will not have a job. Utakuwa umefutwa kazi. I think what you've done is unacceptable. It's wrong. Ethically, morally, in all angles, it's wrong. You cannot take advantage of a woman just because she's drunk and intoxicated, and you decide it is okay for you to video yourself with her and undressing her and publicly humiliating her. Just huyo mwanamke alikuwa ameshakwambia, hata kama ni girlfriend yako or whatever, she had already told you that she is pantyless, that she was not wearing any knickers or pants. Yet you went ahead and you lifted her dress to expose her. Shame. What? I don't even know how to address you. But as a medical practitioner, surely when you went to school, they ought to have taught you about, ethics, codes that you cannot break. That when people see you outside there, you represent the image of the medical practitioner that you work with. Whether you are a nurse or a doctor or whatever, you have to adhere to some certain codes ethically. So sasa unataka kuniambia ukirudi US utakuwa na job. You won't have a job. I can guarantee you the thing has gone viral. A lot of people are saying you are a pedophile. A lot of people are saying you are a sex molester. You molest women. You abuse women. You sexually harass women. And that is exactly what you did. You really disgraced that girl regardless of whether she is your girl or not. That is not how you behave in public. You knew you were recording yourself and she was there. You called her back when she wanted to leave. You came and you asked her a question whether she was wearing any knickers. She told you she wasn't. And then you went ahead and lifted her dress. What a shame. That is not what men do. You do look like a man that is married, that's probably have children and maybe have girls. How would you feel if somebody was to do that to your own daughter? How would you feel if somebody was to do that to your sister? Better yet, how would you feel if somebody, another man out there, was to do that to your wife or your mother? How would you feel? I don't think that would sit very well with you. So why would you think it's acceptable for you to do that to somebody else's daughter? It is shameful that nowadays, people are going to such length. I don't know whether you are creating content, because I've now then seen you come to mtandao to say and to try and, I don't know even what word to use. You are now coming back to say, oh, you did not, you recorded that and it was for your own consumption, but somebody hacked into your phone and they uploaded the video. Why were you recording that video, shameful video, in the first place? Don't forget, you are undressing that lady in front of your friends. You were talking in your own, lingo there, ethnical language there with your friends. And the lady was telling you, you've already embarrassed her one time. You've already lifted her, that her privates have already been seen by public because you are online. And you are trying now to come and fondle with her. Come on, James. You are a medical professional. You're supposed to be a professional. Where is this world heading to? I think people are not wrong. I think if you can do this while you're videoing yourself, I think what you do in private is worrying and concerning. I think everybody should be worried if, to be honest, they can leave their daughter or their sister or, female women with you, especially when you're drunk. If you could do this video in yourself, what could you do outside the videos or anything that can evidence what you were doing? It's quite concerning. And I wonder people are calling you a pedophile and a molester and all this, because your behavior is unacceptable. And especially because of your profession. If you are a nurse, surely there are ethics and codes that you should adhere to. And you must have been taught in school. You are lecturers and must have been fantastic. You are from the United States. You went to school in the United States. I believe, for you to become a nurse there. So now, I think it's also wrong for this woman or this lady to have been walking around in pubs without panties and knickers. And I don't know where women are heading with this narrative of that it is now style or fashion for women not to be wearing pants, and that they can just walk anywhere and all around, regardless of where it is. They can just go knickerless or without pants and all that. How do you leave your house as a woman without pants or knickers or bra? You know, I think bra is not a big issue. I think most people, and it's not only in Kenya, it's around Africa. You look at social media, at content creators, and they are giving these challenges of, you know, have this amount of money, prove to me you wear knickers. If you wear knickers, have this money. But most of them are failing because they actually don't wear knickers. My question is to you women that are looking there. Even if you don't meet with another James Opande, what about, because things do happen and you find that you've tripped, you ended up falling, and some of these clothes that you're wearing are very short, then your clothes is going to be up and your bottom and your whatever is business is going to be out. Why are you deciding this is a good thing? I mean, if you want, a lot of them are saying, I want to breathe, I want to be free, I want to whatever. You can do this when you are at home, when you are in the privacy of your own house, but not when you are in public. When you're in public, think anything can happen. Scuffle can start happening somewhere. People can pull each other, throng each other, and the next minute your clothes or your dressing or whatever is torn. Then your private is out there. It is not. I think, ladies, please rethink this, because the knickers were invented for a reason, to cover the shame that like this woman. If this woman had knickers, whatever happened would not be happening. It would not be out there in such magnitude. But now her private parts are out there in the World Wide Web. It's not okay. Please, mothers and fathers, if you have your daughter, teach them these morals, that it is fundamental for them to wear knickers. If you have women that are living with you, let them wear knickers. If they don't want to wear knickers, they can do that when they're at home. It's not a big deal. You can stay knickerless. Matter of fact, when you're at home, I would suggest, if that's how you want to relax, that's your business. But when you step outside your house, you're going out, you're going to meet friends, you're going for whatever, please dress properly. It is fundamental. As per this guy, I do not think you should work with where you can find women or girls, because if this is what you do, what a shame. I think girl child should be respected, women should be respected. There is no reason whatsoever people or men should behave like this. And you cannot take advantage of somebody because they are intoxicated, they are drunk, they are under the influence of whatever. You must have morals and ethics to understand this person is, you know, drunk, or they do not have the ability to consent. Somebody that is drunk or intoxicated, they can't consent because they are not themselves. But also women, please, this is why all sort of things are happening. When you know you are whatever, even though that girl went ahead and she was also fondling with this guy and all that, and she was using very derogatory words, very nasty and dirty words, but that does not justify what James did. No, it doesn't. So for that reason, it is important that we understand manners is fundamental when we are out there in public, because moral decency have decayed nowadays. And I pray that is not your son or your daughter, neither that is you. So let us uphold, you know, some sort of decency when we are out there in public, so that the community can remain a safe place for us to have fun, enjoy, and take care of each other. Please do not forget to subscribe if you find this video on YouTube, or follow if on TikTok or Facebook. And I'll see you on my next one.